Alright, greetings programs, Captain Doz3r here, bringing you another Warframe video. Today we're going to be talking about isolation vaults, and here is my Nekros build I'm using. I'm using a subsumed Warframe ability, Rest and Rage. I use Common Frenzy. This allows me to have a Nekros that can easily pacify enemies and farm loot from them at the same time. I pair this with my Doz3r. I do have a Riven for it, but it is a standalone amazing weapon. I highly recommend you get one. Throw those 5 forma in it, get it up to rank 40. It does some serious damage. Corrosive is my primary go-to weapon type for fighting the enemies of Deimos. Same thing with my Kuva Nukor. I have a, I think, viral radiation and heat build on this one. This is my standard one, but it does so much damage and procs so much status that I don't worry about corrosive. Here is my Stropa, no Riven, 4 forma, I believe, invested. And I do radiation. This one is built specifically to farm the Necromechs, so I basically have like an Eidolon killer weapon for fighting the Necromechs, because that radiation bonus damage is awesome and I like it, and it just makes it easy and convenient for me. This is Geely's, my Kavat. He's also someone on the Grindhard squad, but anyway, it's just a standard loot Kavat. Pretty good, not fully built yet, as you can see, but does the trick. And that's pretty much it for the build. Let's go ahead and dive into the mission. That'll be the next segment, and then I'll run through my strategy for farming isolation vaults efficiently. So that's what we're going to be taking a look at next. Anyway guys, nice talking to you. I'll see you on the next reel. So here I've selected the isolation vault bounties, and we're going to be going in. I'm going to do this solo. It's going to just be a solo run, and I'm going to just kind of talk about my strategy for farming this. It's a fun bounty. It gets old, you know, 500 times later it might get old, you know, most things do. But I've enjoyed coming back to this. I farmed all of the Necromech mods. In the beginning, when Deimos first came out, I endured the bugginess, I endured the lagginess, I endured the connectivity problems, so I pounded this event so much so that when the Halloween, the Neborus event came out, I was able to just walk in there, drop my mother credits, my mother coin, get all the fun stuff, and you know, I'm making this video to reiterate a fun, effective way to solo farm vault runs, but also, you know, this might be a fun, effective strategy for you guys to get some coins and farm important things along the way. So while you're doing your Halloween event and getting your spook on, you can also get some good loot and just have fun doing this. It's a really painful farm. I mean, not farm. It's a really painless farm. It's not that hard. So I've done it so much, it's like almost second nature at this point. What you want to do is go out the gate, select your Nightwave icon, so that way the dialogue skips. I mean, you can listen to the dialogue if you want, but personally I've done it so many times I'm like, yeah, I don't want to hear that. Anyway, so you come out here, you get the little gobbledygooks on the ground. You got to get 6 of them, I believe, if you're doing it solo. If you're doing it in a squad, it's like 12 or 15, something like that. So yeah, come out here, grab the little boogers on the ground. They're either going to be red or they're going to be blue, depending on the cycle of day it is, so just keep that in mind. There's a Vom and Foss cycle, so right now I'm picking up Vom because Foss is out there. I epically missed this hero landing, so I'm going to have to, you know, redo that sometime in the future. At this point, I'm going to be using my Amesha Arcwing, so I get some energy, and I just pop in my Amesha, and I use my 3rd ability, and what that does is it literally, like, Nova slows the entire map, which makes everything really convenient. This is especially effective if you're going to do it solo, but if you're going to do it with squad play, it's also really cool because it just makes it less engaging for these kind of sit here and let the meter count down things. So you don't, you know, you can sit here and kind of talk more, or, you know, get on your phone or your Discord, do whatever you want to do, and makes it a lot easier if you're inexperienced to line up shots, and just, you know, doesn't cause as much harm to the objective as would normally be with the enemy moving at their normal speed. So yep, now we get to sit here and wait another, I think, what is it, 35 seconds, 37 seconds, something like that. Yeah. The timer on this event is a little bit off. I wish they would have it a little shorter in these segments, and I know in the next patch for console, they're going to be reducing it, which is really nice, especially in the second stage or third stage where you got to like go down in there. we'll get to that in a minute. We'll talk a little bit about that. But yeah, just kind of use my Kubichkur to blast things at a distance. You know, they're moving slow enough to where I can just like really take them out in one shot. Super easy. Even though my Riven has -2 infested, it's such minimal amounts. The weapon does so much damage that yeah, kicks ass. So you just wait for that timer to cool down, and then you pull out that little poop nugget. I say that because the next stage looks like a little sphincter. It's a little intestinal outlet here, which is hilarious. I really love the design of Deimos, but this part is like, you know, looks like a butthole. We'll just say that. And I'm trying to proc my repair or my nourish, but it's not working. So it might have been a bug. It looks like it works later on in the mission, so I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, that's why I keep going in and out of my Warframe to try and heal it. So yeah, Nekros kicks ass. I like the fact that you get the extra loot. Loot is good, especially when it comes to Deimos. The more things you get, the faster you can rank up, and the faster you can get the stuff that you want. So I always prefer to play Nekros if I can, or at least make sure you have a Nekros in your party. That way, you're maximizing your loot potential. I mean, there is the Korra method, there is the Hydroid method, but when it comes to stuff like this, I just throw Nekros out there and just kill everything around him. It's really painless. So my Necromech is like 5 Forma in it, and I think the Malson has like 5 Forma in it too, so they're monsters. Oh no, I only put 3 Forma in the Malson, because I didn't feel like I needed a 4th, but who knows. We'll see what happens. If I get a Riven, I'd probably do like, you know, 4 or 5 Forma in that thing. It's a pretty fun weapon. It's like an oversized Batacore. Kill a bunch of enemies, then it charges up its like main shot, which doesn't consume ammo. It's pretty great. I love that weapon. So yeah, when you get some Forma and some mods in this Necromech, it's already a beast, but man, that exalted grenade launcher is pretty cool. I really like that thing. So you can destroy Eidolons with it if you want to do that. Necromechs are pretty good at fighting Eidolons, if you didn't know. Hopefully you know. Hopefully by the time you're seeing this video, you know that Necromechs are like really powerful and you should get one. And yeah, maybe this video on an isolation vault will help you get your parts for your Necromech. So you kind of just sit here. I'm trying to kill time because the duration of having to sit down here and get the little things is kind of ridiculous. I'm glad DE halved the time. So instead of it being 3 minutes, it's going to be 1 minute and 50 seconds. So that'll be a lot less painful because it's fun, but you know, after you do this 10 times, maybe after you do this 200 times, you know, this 3 minutes really is the part that drags the most in the mission. So I'm glad that they're making that change. Anyway, you come down to this part, you pick up those little objective markers, so it reduces the toxin flow of the room. It's almost like a survival / extermination thing. You just got to keep your toxicity level below 100, otherwise you fail and you got to go back up and you got to start the whole process over, which nobody wants to do that, especially when they're trying to farm Necromechs or you know, just do the bounty. So I'm just here for fun to just show you guys a run in the build that I described earlier. Other news, joined another community. I'm on a Facebook community. They're pretty awesome people. This video will probably wind up there. Really have enjoyed my time there, playing with the people from the Facebook community, as well as still going strong with the Grindhard squad. Really like everyone there. It's been good. So now we're going to go to the vault. And there's a Necromech that's going to spawn as soon as we get in the vault. It's important to see my Nekros doesn't have any energy right now. I'm going to have to figure that out when I get down there. I'm probably going to drop some pads or something. Energy pads. There it is right there. Boom, boom. Get my energy up. And then you want to turn your Despoil on or your Desecrate on. Personally, I use Desecrate with this build. I don't think Despoil is necessary. And then I make sure I have my Stropa, 1 shot, and then 2 shots. It's supposed to be a 2-shot kill, but this time it was 3, so wham bam, done. Super easy. You use your first ability, which in this case for me is Rest in Rage. It pacifies the Necromech and opens him up, and then you just blast him 1 to kill the shields, and the next shot usually kills the Necromech outright. You might have to have a follow-up shot or two, depending on like how the hitbox works. It's kind of funky. The Stropa is really nice. I would have done this with the Redeemer, but the pellets don't do what I want them to do. So I would recommend, if you're gonna gunblade it, go with the Stropa. I think I only have a couple Forma in it. It's really no Riven. I mean, it's like a standard, basically Eidolon build for a Redeemer, but you just put it on the Stropa. So radiation, crit, heavy attack. I think corrupted charge on there for just to add the instant combo for heavy attack. Anyway, it's not that hard of a build. So at this point, you're gonna take Lloyd, and since I'm using Calm, or what is it, Rest and Rage, or Calm Frenzy, something like that, and you just pacify the enemies. You don't even fight them. Like, if you want to be down here with the boys, or boys and girls, or people, I don't know what you identify as, Apache helicopters, you can murder all these things and get all the extra loot and have fun, but it's so excessive and so just as there's too many people spawning. I think it's a little overwhelming for me, even for me. So I just pacify him, and then I have Lloyd do his thing, and that's it. I mean, he's got 4 markers he's got to go to, and then you go to the vault. And once you get to the vault, you're just going to do the little puzzle, and wham, bam, done. You're done with the Isolation Vault. Super, super chill and easy to play as this Nekros build. So I just wanted to make this video and show you guys what it was about. Yep, I'm just going to follow Lloyd and make sure he does what he needs to do so we can open up that vault. In other news, I'm really excited for PlayStation 5. I'm anticipating getting that as soon as I can. I was not one of the 2 people who weren't scalpers to pre-order that, so I'm gonna have to wait like pretty much everybody else, I'm guessing. I'm really happy for any of you who may or may not have got a PlayStation 5. If you did, good for you. If not, hey, I'm with you too. So yeah, it'll be pretty cool to see how the game transitions. DE, I know you don't watch my videos, but I would really like some information on how this change is going to happen. Like, do I have to build a new dojo? Does my old dojo carry over? Because if it does, I'll be happy. I don't have to rebuild it and build a dry dock again and do all that stuff. I mean, being able to start over would be cool, but I really like my dojo. I want to keep it with me. So if you're listening, if you ever happen to watch this video, I'd appreciate some information on it. I'm sure you guys are going to talk about it in the next couple weeks, because we're in October 15th right now. I think we're in the middle of October, if I'm not mistaken, and you got a couple weeks before the console comes out, so some information on how we're going to transition would be really nice. I hope you know, if anyone's watching this video and you have any information, let me know. That'd be really cool. I've been trying to figure that out. So, you know, you see the enemies wake up as I'm playing this Nekros, and basically I just put them back to sleep and then walk away. It's easy. I like it. The Rest and Rage is pretty effective with this build I have here on this Nekros. So some people use Despoil on Nekros, and with this build specifically, I think it's pointless, because the Energize and the energy and just the way it works, it's just, there's so many enemies getting killed and you get so many energy orbs. Having that Despoil on there is just, it's not necessary. I'm sure someone's gonna watch my video and be like, oh, your build is wrong. Well, you know what, this is the way that I like to play my Nekros, and I just soloed a vault in like 10 minutes and did it pretty casually, so I'm happy with my build. I hope this video was somewhat informative, maybe a little humorous, and I'll catch you guys either in the Facebook community or in the Grindhard Squad Discord. Feel free to reach out to me, PM me. I'm down to game anytime.